Did she even go to Drisking Middle?
No. She was 16. She went to the high school.
We only have another 25 minutes in our session, and I don't know what the history of the city of Drisking has to do with what happened to your sister.
I told you. It has everything to do with it.
I really want you to feel free to talk about whatever you need to in here, but this honestly feels like you're stalling. Are you stalling? Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard me, or yeah, you're stalling?
Yeah, I guess I'm stalling. I always hate this part.
That means this is an important part, Sam.
I know.
Would it be easier if I told you what I know and you fill in the blanks?
No. I'll tell you how it happened that day.
Okay.
But there are things that you need to know from the lecture to understand what happened later. Alexander Drisking started the town. This dude discovered a motherlode of iron ore in the Ozarks and settled there with his family to mine and sell it. After a few decades, the Drisking family was mining and refining it before sale. It made them millionaires. And there was a lot of iron in that mountain. Catherine and Wyatt told us all of that and a bunch of other stuff I'm forgetting, but then Jimmy Prescott took the stage.
Okay, go on.
Look, I need you to... He was very... What you need to know about Jimmy Prescott is that he is extremely charismatic and engaging. I was hanging on to his every word and laughing loud at all his jokes. Kyle was mortified.
And what did he say when he was on stage?
Mostly he talked about how the Prescotts were related to the Driskings, and that after the decline of the town in the 50s, it was the Prescotts who revived it.
And this is important?
Yes.
And was that the end of the presentation?
Almost.
Yes, you in the back. You have a question, kid?
Put your goddamn hand down. That's social suicide, man.
Yeah, Mr. Prescott, why did the iron mines close?
No, that's a great question, kid. What's your name, son? I can't see you in these lights.
Sam. Walker.
Walker, huh? Yeah, I believe I met your father the other day at Cleary's office. Welcome to Drisking, Mr. Walker.
Thanks.
And as for your question, well, you know, most of the mines were closed in 51 after a period of, let's call it, extreme unprofitability. Meaning that the mountains simply ran out of iron ore. The mills and the refineries were abandoned. The town suffered for many years. Miners and their families moved away. Stores went out of business. Schools closed. Drisking became a ghost town. It was the end as far as most people were concerned. But there were a few stubborn families, like the Prescotts, who refused to leave their beloved little town, refused to give up. And after many, many years of hard work, it all paid off. People moved back, the town was profitable again, even evolving into idyllic, eventually becoming the picturesque little haven in the Ozarks that it is today. And you are welcome. Any other questions? Queries, compliments, or flattery? I'm happy. I'll take them all. No more questions? No?
Bro.
No? Not
what?
Not even you?
It's gonna take us weeks to earn back our popularity.
We were never popular.
What?
I thought it was a good question. Of course you did.
Questions about Drisking?
Oh, God help me, I'm surrounded by nerds.
All right, students, you may begin to make your way to the cafeteria for lunch. Back rows first. Students in my class, please remember you will have a take-home worksheet to complete tonight about today's presentation.
You gonna eat that?
My brownie?
Yes, Kyle, I'm gonna eat the only edible thing on my tray.
What about the mashed potatoes?
You mean the potato soup? That's all yours.
Score! That was so boring. You're never gonna figure out that no one cares about Dristing's history. Seriously, I fell asleep like 3 times.
Sam seemed to care.
Yeah, what was that, dude?
I just wanted to know about the mines. Mines are creepy. Maybe we could find one of them and explore it.
Nope, they're all blown up.
They're blown up?
Yeah, some kids died after getting lost in one.
So they blew them up?
Pretty much. They set off what my dad calls controlled blasts to collapse the caverns. They're all closed off now.
Yeah, but when they did, they messed it up. I heard this kid accidentally blew up the water table.
Whoa, did they use dynamite?
No, man, they used C4. I mean, probably.
What's C4?
It's boom clay.
Boom clay. So, like, if the clay is in the water table and we drink the water from that table, then we all have boom clay in our bodies and could explode at any minute?
That's probably what happens to all the missing people. Just sitting there one day, minding their own business, and then, boom!
Yeah, and that's where the skin men come from. It explodes their skin off. You've exploded too much, Kyle. Now you look stupid.
Mr. Walker? Sam.
Sorry, it's Kyle's fault.
I need you to come to the office with me. A police officer is here to take you home.
Dad, what's happening?
Sit down, Sammy.
I don't want to sit down. Ramirez wouldn't tell me anything on the ride here. What happened? Why is Sheriff Cleary here? Why are all these cops in our house?
Sam, sit down.
No, just tell me what happened.
Samuel David Walker, sit the hell down.
It's gonna be okay, sweetie. I promise you. I promise.
I'm sorry, Mom. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay, Sam.
Hi, Sheriff Cleary.
Today you call me Killian.
Okay.
Do you remember my wife, Grace?
Hi, Mrs. Cleary.
Oh, can I get you something, Sam? Water? Some tea?
Boys his age don't drink tea, Grace.
Oh, a soda then.
No, I just want to know what's going on. Wait. Where's my sister? Where's Whitney?
Where are you going?
Ambercott.
Why?
I needed to see.
What did you think you would find? Do you even remember?
Oh, I remember everything from that night. It was so cold, my tears froze on my face. The sky over the treehouse was a dark gray. It looked different when I was alone. Bigger. More imposing in the night. I tried to find her.
Whitney!
They told me she never made it to school that day.
Whitney!
They told me they thought she ran away back to St. Louis with Jay.
Whitney!
I told them Whitney had a new boyfriend. Dad knew that. She didn't care about Jay anymore. So I ran off when no one was looking to find her. But I couldn't find her. I was gonna search the whole mountain for her, but the sky was even darker when I left Ambercott. The only light was from the moon. I walked for, God, an hour. I was so lost. I was cold. And there were tire tracks on the ground. From ATVs. It was too dark to really tell, and every time I tried to follow them, I lost them. I couldn't see anything, but I kept calling for her.
Whitney!
There was nothing. No answer. Not for hours. I was alone. And then I wasn't.
Hello? Please don't hurt me.
And I saw it. Ahead of me. I couldn't make it out well in the dark, so I went to it to see what it said. It was a sign on a post, pounded into the dirt. And it was just there. Out in the middle of nowhere. On no path, no trail. It had an orange backpack hanging off it. I thought I recognized the bag, but I wasn't sure. Because it was just sitting out there on a post with a sign.
What did the sign say?
Mile marker 4. I ran. Forever, I guess. Eventually I figured out the ground was dropping and I was headed down the mountain. It was hours, I think, stumbling around in the dark, just trying to get down. I found a road. I followed it. No idea where I was. And then a cruiser found me around 1 a.m. Dad had sent them out looking for me. It's 5.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
Next week, then.
Was her name on the tree?
Yeah. It was. Kyle and I went back to check a few days later, and it was there, freshly carved.
This is not the story that was in your file.
I know.
Are you ready to talk about what happened to your sister?
No.
Sam, listen to me. I truly believe that whatever happened to Whitney is the crux of your problem and the core issue of your addiction.
Yeah, no shit.
You're going to need to talk about what you know. About what happened to Whitney after she went missing.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't know. All I know is that she didn't come home.
I think you know more. Everyone who's seen you, all the doctors, and all their notes over and over again, they say whatever you saw, or whatever you think you saw when you were 17 is... Look, that event, whatever it was, it's what's keeping you down so deep.
Well, maybe I never saw Whitney again.
Is that true?
I gotta go. It's after 5.
Sam, do you remember what happened to Whitney?
Only on the bad days. Stop. 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 Whitney. Whitney.
Whitney! Sam! Sam, wake the fuck up! Jesus, man, I think you broke my fucking rib.
What the fuck? I was sleeping, man.
That you were screaming and thrashing.
I don't thrash.
You about cracked your headboard in half. That you were having another nightmare.
I don't have nightmares.
But yeah, you do. You just don't remember because of this shit.
Hey, I fucking need that.
I'm sure you got a family-sized pack of needles somewhere.
What the fuck do you want, Eric? Why are you in here?
Other than you screaming so loud the cops are probably gonna show up.
Yeah, other than that.
A girl came by today looking for you.
So?
So it's a girl, I thought you'd want to know.
I know lots of girls.
Yeah, well, this one was hot. And it seemed important.
A hit is always important to a fucking addict. Probably just one of Burnout's girls looking for H.
I don't think she was one of Burnout's girls.
I don't think you'd know if she was.
And I don't think she was looking for H.
I don't care.
Borrasca stars Cole Sprouse as Sam Walker. Additional performances by Lisa Edelstein as Leah Dixon, Charlie Shotwell as young Sam Walker, Mark Derwin as Graham Walker, Zachary Arthur as young Kyle Landy, Lulu Wilson as young Kimber DeStaro, Richard Berge as Killian Clary, James Wellington as Mr. Diamond, Jules Giselle as Phoebe Dranger, Ella Anderson as Paige Berry, Hinden Walsh as young Christy Nanvelt, Jack McGraw as Caden Whittaker, Christian Isaiah as young Phil Saunders, Peyton Kennedy as Whitney Walker, Reese Alterman as young Mike Sutton, Louise Lombard as Mrs. Tverdy, Rebecca Field as Catherine Scanlon, Sean McGuire as Jimmy Prescott, Jama Williamson as Elizabeth Walker, Debbie Hirata as Grace Clary, Bo Knapp as Eric Tucker. Created by Rebecca Klingel. Directed by Stephanie Abel Horowitz and Tess Harrison. Produced by Rob Herding, Dave Henning, Brian Kavanaugh Jones, Fred Berger, and Cole Sprouse. Production executive, Tess Ryan. Original scoring composition by Darren Johnson. Recorded by Ryan Walsh, assisted by Neely Oftering. Edited by Ryan Walsh and Ben Melchev. Sound design by Maria Mora and Juan David Chaparro Perez for Audio 4 Media. Mix and mastering by Ryan Sanchez. Casting by Chelsea Block and Marisol Roncalli for Atomic Honey. Script supervisor, Sam Beasley. Post coordinator, Rachel Yanover. Assistant director, Miranda Sampson. Talent coordinator, James Gelberg. Artwork by Tomer Honka and Bryn Jones. Borrasca is a QCODE production.